Many works are difficult to value because they are one of a kind. However, art is sold and bought almost every day, often at ridiculous prices that most people will never be able to afford. Welcome to Planet Lux, and in this video we'll take a look at some of the most expensive paintings in the world. Number 13. Mona Lisa, Leonardo da Vinci. Many people would probably agree that Leonardo da Vinci's masterpiece, the Mona Lisa, is priceless. A masterpiece of this caliber is nearly impossible to value. However, the Mona Lisa was insured for $100 million in 1962, the highest at the time. That would be around $700 million in today's money, easily making it the most expensive painting. The Mona Lisa is a lovely portrait thought to be of Lisa Gherardini, the wife of Florentine cloth merchant Francesco del Giocondo. Because of its pricelessness, the only way to see it is at the Louvre Museum in Paris. Just be prepared for extremely large crowds. Number 12. Interchange, Willem de Kooning. In the fall of 2015, Ken Griffin, a billionaire hedge fund investor, paid $500 million for two paintings from David Geffen, a successful business magnate who wears many hats, from producer to film studio executive. Willem de Kooning's 1955 painting Interchange was among those included. According to sources, the price of the single abstract expressionist painting was $300 million. And while many works with private buyers often end up in private collections, denying public access, Mr. Griffin, who sits on the board of trustees of the Art Institute of Chicago, has loaned Interchange to the museum, allowing anyone who wants to see it to do so. Number 11. When Will You Marry? Paul Gauguin. It was 1891, and Paul Gauguin was visiting Tahiti for the first time, beginning his love affair with the country and its women. Gauguin painted the post-impressionist Nafia Fai Poipo in 1892, which inspired many modern artists. The artwork, which depicts two women sitting among a colorful landscape of gold, green, and blue, sold privately in 2015 for approximately $300 million, tying it with Interchange as the most expensive work ever sold. While the buyer has not been confirmed, many in the art would believe it is now in the hands of the Qatar royal family. Number 10. The Card Players, Paul Cézanne. The Card Players of 1892-93 is one of 5 paintings created by the legendary Paul Cézanne during his career. The majority of these paintings are housed in world-famous museum collections, including the Musée d'Orsay in Paris and Courtauld Institute of Art in London. Art lovers all over the world learned in 2012 that this particular version had been privately sold the previous year, in 2011, for a jaw-dropping price of more than $250 million, or about $269 million in today's money. It was the most expensive painting ever sold at the time. While the previous work has not been confirmed to be in the hands of the Qatar royal family, this painting has been confirmed to be in their possession. Number 9. Jackson Pollock's Number 17A. Remember Ken Griffin's incredible $500 million purchase of two paintings from David Geffen's collection? The second painting, Number 17A, by abstract expressionist great Jackson Pollock, was purchased for an equally impressive $200 million. This stunning drip painting was created in 1948 and features a variety of bold colors such as yellow, red, orange, blue, as well as some white and black splashes about. Visitors can see this one, like Interchange, in person at the Art Institute of Chicago. By the way, if you're watching us for the first time, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you can enjoy our future videos while getting updated. Getting back to the topic, Number 8. Mark Rothko's Number 6. The abstract work Number 6, painted in 1951 by Russian-American painter Mark Rothko, was privately sold in 2014 for $186 million, setting a record high for the artist while also making it one of the most expensive paintings ever. Rothko's painting was sold to Russian billionaire Dmitry Rybolovlev by art dealer Yves Bouvier, who is known for his canvases with vibrantly colored rectangular shapes. Rybolovlev is suing Bouvier because he believes he was misled about the price of the artwork. Number 7. Portrait of Martin Soolmans and Portrait of Eugen Kopit, Rembrandt. Rembrandt's portrait of Martin Soolmans and portrait of Eugen Kopit, both painted in 1634, were purchased as a pair for $180 million. Because they were a couple, it was only natural that they should always be displayed together, and when the Rothschild family decided to sell these rarely seen works, two museums stepped forward to buy them. The Rijksmuseum in Amsterdam and the Louvre in Paris jointly purchased these works and will take turns displaying them so that the general public can finally see them in person. Number 6. Les Femmes d'Alger, Pablo Picasso. Les Femmes d'Alger by Cubist mastermind Pablo Picasso sold for an incredible $179.3 million in May 2015 at a Christie's auction. It is a colorful display of geometric shapes and angles inspired by the Orientalist painting The Women of Algiers in Their Apartment by Eugène Delacroix. Picasso painted 15 different versions of this work over the course of his career, the last of which was completed in 1955. The buyer, like so many others, has remained anonymous, but some in the art would believe it was Qatar's former Prime Minister, Hamad bin Jassim bin Jabbar Al Thani. Number 5. Nu Couché, Amedeo Modigliani. Nu Couché, or Reclining Nude, was painted by Italian artist Amedeo Modigliani in 1917-18 and is one of the most expensive paintings ever. The work, which depicts a naked woman lying against a predominantly dark red backdrop, sold for $170.4 million on November 9, 2015, exceeding the estimate of $100 million. This work is owned by billionaire Louis Yiqian, a former taxi driver who founded 2 private museums in Shanghai and reportedly paid for it with an American Express card. Number 4. 1948 Jackson Pollock. Number 5, 1948, is a classic Pollock drip painting with organic lines and droplets of red, yellow, blue, and gray paint in various shapes. Another work that was once in the private collection of business magnate David Geffen was reportedly sold in November 2006 for $140 million. While numerous reports claim that the work was purchased by the very private Mexican financier David Martinez from Geffen, Martinez's camp as well as art world experts have denied this. Number 3. Woman 3, Willem de Kooning. Willem de Kooning created Woman 3 in 1953 as an expressionist painting. This painting is one of a series of woman works by de Kooning, all of which feature large, over 5 feet tall, distorted figures. It is the only painting in the series that is privately owned. Woman 3, which David Geffen sold privately to billionaire Stephen Cohen in 2006 for $137.5 million, is estimated to be worth slightly more than $162.4 million in today's money, making it the 7th most expensive work ever sold. Number 2. Portrait of Adele Bloch-Bauer I, Gustav Klimt. Gustav Klimt's Portrait of Adele Bloch-Bauer I, a beautiful portrait with Klimt's signature gold, also sold for well over $100 million. For many years, it was known as the Woman in Gold. During the Second World War, the Nazis stole this painting, which ended up in Vienna's Belvedere Museum. Maria Altmann, whose family originally owned the painting, fought hard to have it returned to her family. She won in 2006 and sold it to Ronald Lauer of the Neue Gallery in New York for $135 million. Number 1. Le Rêve, Pablo Picasso. Pablo Picasso's work is extremely valuable, so it's no surprise that he appears on this list multiple times. Picasso's mistress, Marie-Thérèse Walter, is depicted in Le Rêve, which was painted in 1932. The previous owner, casino magnate Steve Wynn, agreed to sell it to Stephen A. Cohen in 2006 for $139 million. However, Wynn accidentally damaged the painting before the transaction could take place. Cohen was still interested after the painting was repaired. Le Rêve was eventually purchased by Cohen for $155 million in 2013. And with that being said, it's time to end our video. Which of these expensive paintings amazed you? Let us know in the comments. Like this video and make sure to subscribe to the channel for more amazing videos like this. We'll see you in the next video.